Hi Taurus, and welcome to your November 2019 general reading. So there'll be no Vimeo readings. I've had a bereavement and I'm going to do general readings, and I'm going to do mid-monthlies. I'm still working through things, okay? So, but I did want to bring something because I know quite a lot of people do rely on the readings. So you get milk and honey card. That is my Taurus card, by the way, very much like the Empress. I know none of us live there all the time, but it looks like there's a little bit of joy coming your way, Taurus. Okay, very beautiful. Someone else got it. I can't remember who it was. Virgo. Yeah. So, what's going on for Taurus for the month of November? General reading, please. Let me just split the deck. Oh, I haven't got a very good angle here. I might have to move the camera in a minute, guys, okay? Actually, I'll move my seat. That's it. One more split of the deck. Six of Wands behind you with the Queen of Pentacles. So there's been some sort of significant victory happening for you. Some sort of... The Six of Wands is a card of velour. It tends to be a card that has been... You've been in the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is a bit strife and struggle and head and heart dilemmas. The Six of Wands is some sort of victory. The Queen of Pentacles, either with a person or with your own self. So you're feeling quite secure and quite solid. Don't forget the peacock gets its tail because it eats its thorns. And the fact that you've got the Six of Wands would say that you've been in some sort of five. You've been in the fives. And when a person's in the fives are quite stressful. Let me look. What you want is a Seven of Wands. So you either want boundaries or you want the boundaries to come down. The gift is the Page of Swords, some sort of communication. The challenge is the Four of Swords. Relationships, you've got the Sun. Nah, very beautiful, guys. This is about illumination. It's about things coming to light. It's definitely about joy and new life and new growth, because the Sun is the centre of the stage. And it's obviously your relationships are going to be a very, very important part of your month, okay? Money and work, you get the Ace of Swords. The Tower card in a soul position. I'll clarify it, don't worry. But this might be what you're looking for, because you're either looking to begin to open up to someone, or you're looking for someone to begin to open up to you. The Tower card comes after the Devil card. So the Devil card is about boundaries. It's about keeping people out. And the Tower card is what breaks through that. A lot of people don't get the way I read the Tower card, but what else can I say? I'll clarify it. But then why are you in the Eight of Swords? What's after the Eight of Swords? Oh, it's with the Two of Cups. Okay. I'm going to clarify the Tower card. What's the Tower card about? What's coming down? There you go. You know what I'm going to tell you, Taurus, my favourite combination of cards in the whole wide world is the Tower with the Aces. Because we cannot get the new life without the old one coming down. For some of you, this is absolute love at first sight, by the way. I don't think there's many readers who would not see the Tower and the Ace of Cups as love at first sight. And because what you want is that Seven of Wands, So the Seven of Wands is a very interesting card. And I have to read it that this is your energy, but it's also someone that you might be dealing with. A Seven of Wands is, the Four of Pentacles is a card of keeping someone out. The door is half open here. See? There's still very clear boundaries, but the door's air is beginning to get through. So this is either going to be you or someone that you're dealing with, Taurus, and I have got no idea, because the people that we attract to us, if we're attracting difficult circumstances, and please, I'm not making a generalization, sometimes life is just absolutely crap. I'm talking about the smaller things, okay? We can work with it by working with it on the inner plane, okay? So this is either about someone trying to keep you out or you trying to keep someone else out. But if you imagine they're exactly the same thing, and then that's how you can begin to move through it. So if someone's like this with you, you begin to say, where am I, the Seven of Wands? Where do I fear opening up? Where do I fear letting my guard down? Where do I fear it? And that's exactly what I mean, okay? So, because the Sun card is about illumination, and there is no other way to read these cards apart from the walls coming down and this beautiful Ace of Cups emerging from it. So the gift is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is about communication. That's it. He carries the Ace. So he carries the Ace. So the Ace of Swords tends to be about truth. Some sort of truth. So does the Tower card, by the way. Some sort of clarity coming. And then the Page of Swords walks forward and does something with this Ace. So there's some sort of communication that's helping you either begin to put these walls down, or you're communicating with someone in a way that the walls are beginning to fall down. Because that's what a relationship is the art of communication. And if we don't communicate, there is no relationship. There's just silence, or there's abuse been flung from each side. Okay? The challenge is the Four of Swords, which means there's communication. The walls are beginning to come down. The heart is beginning to open, but maybe still being a little bit separate from this person, okay? Basically. Boy, Taurus, tell me why the Four of Swords is the challenge. It can be sometimes it's with the Two of Cups. When we fall into real trouble in life is we go into our own clock, our own timing about the nature of things, rather than understanding that everything's got a season, everything's got a process. Because even though there's communication here, there's clearly all this joy in your life coming. I would say for some of you, if this is a relationship reading, these are still a bit separate from each other with that Four of Swords. The Ace of Swords is in money and work. This is the gift of clarity. It's the gift of vision. It's a decision. And maybe some of you are making a really big choice about what you want the future to look like regarding your work, about your place in this world, your resources, what you want to do with your life. Love all the aces, but I love nothing more than the Tower with the Ace of Cups, that soul position. Because it would seem to me, I mean, this is a process, and it's really clear by the end of it that there's still a little bit of frustration, and because of the Four of Swords is a challenge. But I would say for a lot of you, this is the walls beginning to come down. If you think of the Devil card, it's the planet Saturn. It's got 7 rings around it. So it tends to be about boundaries that keep people out. And then here comes Uranus, Taurus Uranus card, and the walls begin to fall down and the heart begins to open and the love begins to move between 2 people. End of, sorry. But you do end with the 8 of Swords and 2 of Cups. So don't worry. Actually, it's very easy to say it when you're not in it. And Taurus, believe me, the reason I know these cards is I have been in it. There might be a set of circumstances that either you or the other person are involved in that is creating the 8 of Swords. And that's probably why the 4 of Swords is showing up. Now, I'm not sure what I want to do next. I think we need to clarify a few things, don't you? Do I need to clarify? And what's the Ace of Swords about with money? Page of Pentacles. It's like there's some new opportunity, some new potential coming through here. Very exciting. But the real exciting thing is around your heart and your relationships. Do I think it's going to be straightforward? Probably not. Why is the 8 of Swords showing up for Taurus, please? Because the 8 of Swords is the card of feeling that your hands are tied, or the other person feeling their hands are tied, or feeling that a relationship's got this restriction around it. Tell me why. It's with the wheel. So the way to work with the wheel, the 8 of Swords, is the wheel. And you know what, Taurus, I've lived for quite a long time and I do an awful lot of readings for people. And a lot of people don't like it when cards at the wheel show up, because even though it's Fortuna, it's the clock. When we're born with everything already set out for us. And we fall into trouble when we try and push the river. That's what the 8 of Swords is. Rather than moving into your own element, the milk and honey, the earth, the Empress card, and allowing the wheel to take care of it. That's exactly what this reading's about. I think some of yous actually, I don't mind whoever's frustrated with me. I've got enough stuff going on about caring about that. But let me have a bit of a look here. I've had to do this for a few people. I'm pretty crystal clear about what's going on here, to tell you the truth. But let me have a look. What's the connecting card with Taurus and whoever it is they're dealing with? Because there's so much light, but they're still dealing with an energy of time. 10 of Wands. So this is the ending of an oppressive cycle. And I cannot help feeling it was the other person and not you, because you're the Knight of Swords. Okay, tell me who. I'm going to shuffle again. Who's Taurus, please? So you're the 2 of Cups. I didn't think it was you, by the way. I don't know why. Who's the other person? One card. Eight of Pentacles. So they might be trying to avoid dealing with stuff right now. The 10 of Wands is the ending of a cycle. What's the 10 of Wands about, please? We're sort of looking for, and that's what I mean with the Tower and the Ace. What's the 10 of Wands about? Yeah. 2 people seeing the Grail but not doing anything about it. Why is the other person not doing anything? Where's this all leading to for Taurus? They're not doing anything because of the King of Pentacles. Quite fixed, quite stubborn. Where's this leading to? Oh, right? It's going to the Chariot and the Fool, which is movement and new beginnings. Taurus, some of you are really, really dealing with a very powerful relationship dynamic here, okay? I sort of get it, and I know when the cards play out in a certain way what we're dealing with. I don't know if it's the other person's not completed a karmic chapter yet. Basically, that's sort of what I'm picking up. The middle of the deck is the Grail. No one's quite taken action yet. But the Chariot in a relationship vibe is two people pulling together in the one direction, which is going to the new beginnings and the new start of the Fool card. But you're clearly dealing with someone who's right in it. And actually, it's look after your heart, Taurus. It's not easy. I've been there. And you live to tell the tale, by the way. Anyhow, I hope this finds you well, guys. Okay, I will be doing a mid-month update, but I'm going to do one more relationship card for Taurus to see if we can... yeah, regeneration. This is the same as the Judgment card. This is about when I find that regeneration card, you're right at the edge of your experience. You feel everything's lost, and then suddenly, here it comes. Okay, Taurus, so I'll be doing, hopefully do mid-monthlies. Bye.